Your prospect has already decided whether they trust you. Now, before you shake their hand, before you send a proposal, before you even get on a discovery call, they have made up their mind. Sounds unfair, huh? Maybe. But it's the reality of how people buy today. And if you don't understand this, no amount of charm or credentials is going to save you in that first meeting. Come with me. When someone is looking for a financial advisor or a lawyer, a business coach, anyone they're going to trust with something that really matters, they don't just pick up the phone and call. They research, they Google you, they check your LinkedIn, they look for your website. And here's the part that most professionals miss. They look for video. Not because they love watching videos, but because video tells them something that a bio page never can. They can see how you think, they can hear how you explain things, they can feel whether you're someone they actually want to sit across from. This is what I call the invisible first handshake. It happens without you in the room, and it's happening right now, whether you're ready for it or not. So, I've seen this play out with our clients dozens of times, really. A prospect shows up to a discovery call already relaxed, asking specific questions, already half sold. When we ask how they found us, they say something like, "Oh, I watched a few of your videos." That's it. That's all it took. The trust was already there before the conversation even started. Now, here's the problem. Most professionals are invisible online. They have a website that looks like every other website, a LinkedIn profile that reads like a resume, and zero video. So when that prospect is doing the research, they can't hear your voice, they can't see your face, they can't get a sense of who you are. And so they move on to someone who does have video. Not because that person is better at their job than you are, but because that person felt more familiar, more trustworthy, more real. Now, according to a Wise Owl's 2026 research, 85% of people say that they've been convinced to buy a product or hire a service provider after watching a video. And 89% say video quality directly impacts their trust in a brand. That's not a small edge. That's a decisive, really decisive advantage. So, what kind of video actually builds this pre-meeting trust? Let me give you 3 types that work especially well for professional services. The first is the "I understand your problem" video. This isn't about your credentials. It's about demonstrating that you know exactly what keeps your prospect up at night. You describe their situation so accurately that they feel like you're reading their mind. When someone watches that video and thinks, this person gets it, okay, you already won the battle, or half the battle. The second is the process explainer. What does working you actually look like? Walk them through it, step by step, in plain language. No jargon, no buzzwords. When a prospect understands your process before they ever talk to you, well, the uncertainty disappears. And the uncertainty is the enemy of trust. The third is the client testimonial. And this is the most powerful of them all. Not a written review, not a star rating. A real person on camera telling the story of what it was like to work with you, what changed for them, and why they recommend you without hesitation. One important note on testimonials: always interview your clients on camera, in person or remotely. Never ask them to self-record. The difference in quality, in authenticity, and in the emotional connection it creates It's not even close. The visible first handshake is happening right now. The question is whether you're showing up for it or not. That's it for today. Now, before you go, don't forget to give us a like or leave a comment. And if you haven't done it yet, subscribe to our channel to stay informed about everything related to video for business. See you in the next video, Lion.